The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent. How you guys doing?
DropTop. Zaza.
Okay.
We gon' pull up in some Tahoes. Fill with my niggas and bitches. They don't get money, the motto. Shredding waves like I'm Otto.
What's up? Back with another new episode and fully energized with your host. Here with your host with the most, Delton Wall, on episode 135. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm never going to remember these numbers.
Stupid.
Yes, 135. So I'm going to go ahead and start. Nothing really. Hold on. Happy birthday to my mom, Mr. Leroy Green, and happy Father's Day to all the active fathers in your kids' lives. I want to get that out of the way.
Nigga.
Yeah, let me. I'm trying to think. Should I
Do that again?
Well, I'll say this because normally people don't think about the Father's Day that much. So, Father's Day, well, I had to work Father's Day. And since I'm a stepdad, I technically am a father too. So, yeah, happy Father's Day to me too. But I wanted to take time to say, I think I'm not fully, I fully take onus of understanding Father's Day being important. And I'm not saying that just because I am a stepdad. I'm saying that as in sometimes dads want to be like acknowledged, like, hey, I'm here too. Especially if you're active. If you're active, it's definitely like, okay, I can see where this is going. I can see that I'm not just being looked over or being what's the word I'm looking for? Underappreciated. Because I called both my dads for Father's Day, and they were both happy I called. Now, I think my dad was up at 5:30, and I didn't call him like mad early because I was like, I probably don't think he's up this early. Couldn't find out he was up that early, tending to his yard and cooking, which is funny as fuck. And my other dad, he was at church, getting his at his church on Mother's Day the men cook for the women, and on Father's Day the women cook for the men. And he was telling me how he got up early to get food at the church and he's gonna come back for church. All right, I told him I'm not coming back for church. Once I eat this food, I'm eating it. It's over. It's over. I'm going to sleep. But my other father is he's been going to church since he was a kid, and I think he either plays for he sings for the church. He sings for the church choir. And knowing how he could play not. Oh shit. He can't play every instrument, but I'm trying to think. I think my dad can make beats and play the guitar. Matter of fact, I think he just make music in general. So yeah, he's I already spoke about this before, how both my dads represent the both left and right side of my brain. So yeah, I definitely forgot about that. But yeah, they both have unique talents, and I love you guys. Love you both, my dads, and I appreciate you guys for being in my life. And thank you. But getting off the sappy stuff, the world at the U.S. as we know it is coming is unwavering as we speak. Not only is Trump and Elon Musk beefing, Israel has shot off nukes around at Israel. And I think they shot like 20 or 30, and only they shot 50, only 9 like really made it, but nothing really happened. So 9 out of 50 is a stupid coming off the bench. That's crazy. That's crazy. But to the Elon Musk thing, this all stewed from Trump making the what bill is that? That's what pissed me off. These motherfuckers be damn naming bills under other bullshit, and I can't never tell.
Nani?
The big one big beautiful bill, yeah. And the reason why Elon's beefing with Trump, and I think a couple other members of his party, I think one of them was on a Shark Tank. So if you look at the bill, it's going to affect the 62% of small businesses that help out the big businesses. It was gonna affect them and make it so they can't really get what they want, or the other companies could get what they want. It was just gonna be basically a big ass fuck you to the small businesses. And Elon was like, hey, and then I think that guy from Shark Tank, they're basically going against Trump and saying like, hey, this is not a smart idea for you to
Nasty bitch.
it's not a good idea for you to do this, especially with how the market is right now. So just hold back on the bill. But Trump being Trump, he was like, nah, fuck that. I'm still gonna keep it. Now, this is making the beef with Trump and Elon even crazier. Because you let this dude in, see everything that has to be seen that you can show him. Had them do like some weird, funky ass Nazi salute at your winning ceremony. And now you guys are beefing because Elon is thinking more of the people than of himself, of the higher party. Because if you need the worker ants to make everything good. So if you fuck them over, you're gonna fuck everybody over. And this proves that Elon may be a dumbass, but he's a dumbass, but he's not stupid. So if he can read the market and know that, hey, this bill or if he can read that bill and be like, hey, and know that this is not going to help anybody, maybe he's not that bad of a businessman. He just doesn't know how to run Twitter. So seeing that, I was like, that is definitely making America together and great. But it's even sicker because in that same week, because of ICE in LA, it has caused a huge riots of the Mexican/Hispanic people versus ICE, because of obviously ICE is deporting illegal immigrants back to whatever country they came from. Mainly the Hispanics. But yeah, they're like throwing bricks through police cars. They're just like, ain't police just trying to like take somebody of the Hispanic culture or Hispanic people. They're like protecting them, and it sparked a good thing, but it also sparked the negative. So alongside the riots, there's been a bunch of conservatives coming out and saying, "Hey, man, is throwing bricks in the police cars any way to stop the situation?" Or Biden has started Afghanistan in LA, which made no sense because Biden was way gone before this even happened. And it's taking off the and it's taking off the and it's taking all the onus off Trump, because at the end of the day, Trump is the one who really set in stone that really he's the one who set in stone of ICE coming in and taking illegal immigrants. And with that, he also like sent like military troops to LA while he went to go see a UFC fight, which tells you like, hey, I'm the president. Instead of like trying to calm the situation, I'm just going to send the military and then go watch a UFC fight.
This ain't it, Chief.
Which is still showing that like, how can you like vote for this guy and he doesn't even care to like even be there? He doesn't care to. I won't not smooth the situation, but like, naturally, matter of fact, quell the situation. Like, yeah, bro, like nobody wants a huge riot in their country.
Open your mind.
Like at all. Like who the hell wants to wake up and is like, yeah, I just love bullshit in the morning. Nobody does. But I mean, oh, and the other spark of the conversation is there's been a lot of people in the Hispanic community that are content creators that are just putting their foot where their mouth is. It was like, I think this West Coast podcaster was talking about how Hispanic people don't like date outside the race or like date black men, and it's really the LA culture because I originally just thought it was because I'm from the South and I guess our Southern ways and their Western ways are like completely different. Because over in LA, they actually use the term blacks instead of African Americans. And as a whole, we have to learn that our way of living or where we're at isn't the same as other people. So even though it's still wild to say that, I guess that's part of it. I guess that's part how LA moves. Now, I forgot her name. She's a porn star. She's been with Sarah J. I forgot her name. And she was say the same was regurgitating the same rhetoric as AD. Well, not AD. It was the fat dude from Fat Span dude from Fig Nudity. Yeah, him. So it didn't help the situation because a lot of black people was like, hey, if the Hispanic people voted for Trump, let them have at it. That deal with it. And I understand that, but as a whole, not all. A good number of the Hispanic demographic voted for Trump, but not all. And yeah, like if you see how ICE is moving, like them niggas are going to schools and detaining parents at graduations. I think I saw a video. It was literally like it looked like the Million Man March coming out this job facility. I was like, what the bro? That many illegal immigrants. If you saw how many niggas, well, Hispanic niggas were running, it was crazy. It was at least like 50, 100 niggas running in one direction. I was like, fuck. That's like 100 niggas running out in the same direction. It's crazy. It's insane. But yeah, this is and alongside that, the ICE riots, fucking not Israel.
That's okay. Take your time.
Now I gotta look this up. Iran sent out a message. Well, yeah, I already told you that they already shot 9 for 50, but they sent out a message on Twitter. Immediately, the military sent out a message saying all of America, everybody is going to feel it, and it's going to be, and if you're not with us, you're against us. So it was like a whole bunch of people being scared on Twitter about World War III, which it can happen because if we stick it with Israel, that means we're enemies of them. And it's just gonna be a whole mosh pit of fuck shit. Which is not gonna be good for us because niggas don't want to live in a nuclear fucking field state. Look at that place in who was that host? No, it's not Osaka. Nagasaki. Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Gee. Yeah, we don't want to redo that in America. But yeah, that has been a very war-driven times in the America. But here's hoping these video games cheer you guys up. So let's get to it. So, Marvel Day of Play happened, and it showed us a bunch of games and a bunch of good ones. So, I'm going to start off with the hypest one. Arc System, the same people who did Guilty Gear and Dragon Ball Z Fighters, are doing a 4v4 Marvel character fighters.
I say what's up?
Now, now for the people who aren't as hyped as me, you don't understand how crazy this is. So think of Marvel vs. Capcom 3 with just Marvel. With 4 of them. Matter of fact, no, it's even crazier. If you ever see Dragon Ball Z Fighters, it's that with 4 characters. Now, we've seen Doom, Storm, Cap, Iron Man, which Marvel is? It's the Pakistan girl Marvel. Is it just Miss Marvel? Yeah, Miss Marvel.
I do not know.
Hold on, I lost track. Star-Lord, Doom, Cap. Man, fuck it. I'm just gonna look at this motherfucking list. Fuck this shit. I ain't about to go off my motherfucking head. Oh yeah, it's called Marvel Token Fighting Souls. Crazy name, but I mean, it's a crazy name. It's a crazy name. So okay. Here we go. Ghost Rider, Iron Man, Storm, Spidey, Cap, Doom, Star-Lord, and Miss Marvel. That is a crazy first list. And looking at it, I was like, okay, they really care. Because these combos already look nasty. And since we only got 8 characters to start, and we might have 32, it could get real funky. It could get real funky if we get the right characters. Now, the first drop of characters that come with this is going to hurt. Because it's going to hurt a lot of people. Because they're not going to put everybody that we love in the first 32. Damn it, I mean, I like Cap in this. I like Iron Man's outfit. I'm happy they got Ghost Rider and the new Ghost Rider. That if they put Cyclops in this, this a definite like immediate day one buy. Well, it's already a day one buy already, but it's y'all understand. If I see oh my god, I don't even know how they're gonna do this because you can literally do like 9 seasons of this,
27,
and drop like. I'll say you could drop 8 characters per season. Drop 2, yeah, hell yeah, you could definitely do that. If you can, depending on, because there's a lot of duplicates of characters, because there's like, well, no, because you could do Captain America and Steve, I forgot, Sam Wilson's Captain America, because they have different moveset, because I would have wings. You can do a different Ghost Rider, maybe because this one is the car one. You could get the motorcycle one or the horse one.
Well, that's just prime.
Iron Man, Ultron's definitely in here. That's immediate cop. That's done. I already know that. You could put every Guardian except. You could put Groot in here. I was about to say not Groot. You could put Rocket in here because if you had Viva Joe in Marvel's Capcom, you could definitely put Rocket in this. Damn it, you can put every fucking Guardian in here. That's crazy. You can put every fucking X-Men, every Avenger. Wolverine's definitely in this. He's in their first drop. Hulk is in this. Thor's in this. Magneto should be in the first drop. Magneto's too important not to be first 32 drop. That's disrespectful. Sentinel, maybe just to pay homage to Marvel's Capcom 3. Two. I keep on forgetting about 2. It's been forever since I played 2. Who else? See, and that's another thing too. Black Widow, Winter Soldier would be stupid for this. Matter of fact, I'm looking at this motherfucker right now. Fantastic Four, maybe. Probably just Johnny Storm and Ben. Ironheart, depending on if they change her, it'll be just like Sector and Cyrax. We could do Sentry. We could. U.S. Agent is just freaking Captain America with black armor. So no. What? Red Guardian is the same thing, so there's no point.
Basura.
And I'm looking through. Matter of fact, I'm looking through Marvel's character list. Not Adam. Maybe Armin Zola could be in here. Oof. It's a lot. Yeah, man, it's a lot. I don't know, man. There's too many Marvel characters for niggas just to be like guessing off the hip. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. It'll take this will be a whole podcast episode of me just guessing off the fucking hip. But alongside the PlayStation showing this, they showed Resident Evil 9, and it looks scary. And I know people are like, it's supposed to be scary. This one looks really scary. This one looks like RE2, 3. No. Did they remake 3? Yeah, I think it did. 2 and 3, the remakes, they're not scary. It's more like, nigga, I gotta get away from this big ass motherfucker. This one looks like 8 scary. Like when you're getting chased by those damn fungus people. Like, nigga, I ain't trying to, bro, that shit was scary. I don't play that. And people are saying Leon might be the pseudo enemy, just like how Chris was in 7 when he took the baby. Was that 8? No, 7 was the fucking fungus people. 8 was my man's getting the baby took away. That's what it was. Okay. Jesus. And we're back in Raccoon City, which this is definitely after 4, because Raccoon City looks like somebody just nuked it or bombed it. So it's definitely after 3. Yeah, because 3 they had to blow up the city. Or was that 4? Yeah, 3 they had to blow up the city. No, was that 2? Either 2 or 3 they blew up the city, whichever one. But yeah, it's remnants of that. And you're probably going to, I think you're going to be in the hotel. So that's even super creepier. So, I'm not going to buy it. But it's definitely it comes out in February. So that's a definite, like, damn, these niggas are done. Let's see. Street Fighter 6. Street Fighter 6 announced their Season 3 characters. Sagat, Sea Viper, Alex, and I forgot the other chick. What is that other chick's name?
This old ass nigga, man.
And apparently the leak was true. So it's Sagat, Sea Viper, Alex, and Ingrid. I don't know where. So Sagat comes out with a returning stage this summer. So that's probably at the end, close to the end of July. See, Viper comes out in fall. Alex is 2026. And Ingrid. Let me look up where Ingrid's from. I feel like she's in something.
I do not know.
Oh. Okay. Crap calls. Let's see. Otherwise known as Eternal Goddess. Oh, she was in. So that's why I don't remember her. She was in Street Fighter 3 Alpha Max. Okay. I didn't even know that. So. Okay, because I thought she was just like a kid. Damn, she looked different. Matter of fact, if you, bro, Sagat looks, he looks like he got older, but he looks cooler with this new outfit. Alex looks like a biker gang leader. Makes sense. Ingrid looks like a Pokemon gym leader. C Viper is probably her favorite. It might be better than her best outfit in Street Fighter 4. Let me look at C Viper Street Fighter 4 outfits.
Extra thick!
Matter of fact, I think is her alternate one outfit with a different color because instead of it being black, it's white. Okay, I like that. And she has her electric gloves, so you already know. My friends that play Street Fighter 4, you know that if you see electric gloves, that means she's about to do her ground shake. And she probably got the... Oh my God. Yo. Ground shake, drive rush, flame kick. No, I'm not ready. I'm not ready for C Viper. Alex is going to be worse. He's going to fucking lariat into a no. I don't know how Ingrid fights, but I know Sagat's going to eat, C Viper's going to eat, and Alex is going to grapple characters. So that's going to be disgusting. And they buffed and nerfed characters. So that's going to be worse. That's fucking, bro, that's nasty. Why the fuck is they buffing characters? I want them to buff characters. Because if you make everybody buff, that means everybody's on the same tier. Now, there's tiers of buffs. Because if a nigga's already strong and you buff him up even more, he's going to be extra strong. So season 3 might be, is either season 3 or season 4 might be the last season of Street Fighter 6. I don't know, maybe it might last a little bit longer because Street Fighter 6 just came out recently. Like maybe a year and a half ago. Yeah, probably like I'm going on like almost 2 years. So yeah, I see them thriving out more characters. Now, this is looking bad for Tekken because they just announced, well, is it Tekken? Yeah. No, it's looking bad for Mortal Kombat. Well, pseudo for Tekken, but more for Mortal Kombat because Mortal Kombat has stopped putting out characters, and there won't be any new characters coming for a while. Now, Tekken 8 is kind of in a similar format. People are happy that Armored King's coming, but Fakuramen and the recent buffs and debuffs of characters with Tekken's roster and the buffs they did is looking pretty bad for them. Because even if they do fix all the buffs and all the weird stuff they did, they still have to like find a way to get people interested in the game again. Now, I think it was these recent past CEOs where a guy dressed up as Dr. Doom, but called himself Joe Button, and got disqualified for throwing Charmin toilet paper at the crowd after he won. So, fighting games are alive and thriving, but we're just going to have to wait for certain characters to pop up. And even if it isn't like certain characters people are looking for, like the fixing of the game itself probably are people who are most not the happiest of. But I will say Microsoft did did come through with their showcase because they obviously had to come with one. Ninja Gaiden 4 is coming out and it looks really good. I saw the newest trailer. They look like they're actually trying to not make a hard game, trying to make like a pseudo Devil May Cry game, but still make it your normal hard Ninja Gaiden game. Because the action and the death sequences are really good. And you get a drill pole lance. So I was like, yeah, I'm sold. And I only played 2 and 3. I think I played Ninja Gaiden 2 or 3. Didn't beat them because hard ass games. But I will say I did give it a college try, but I college failed it. So nah, I definitely am going to try to play this. It might just be for the Xbox. I could be hella wrong, but I don't know. So who knows? Gears of War is coming back, which clap it up for that because Gears of War is probably the best Xbox only game they ever made. Because if you don't like Gears of War, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with you. I played Gears of War. I think I played 1, 2, 3. I played all of them up to 3. After 3, I just stopped playing because they started doing prequel stuff, and I was like, I'm good on the prequel stuff. But no, I think Judgment was fine. But other than that, I was like, all right, I'm cool on everything else.
Boo this man!
Well, I think 3 was 2 and 3 were my favorite. 3 for the sawed-off shotgun. That fucking gun was so damn nasty. First couple months, it was story was amazing, sad as fuck, but that fucking PvP brings back so many good memories. Just fucking slide canceling a wall and then shotgunning a nigga's face off like raw. That's fucking ridiculous. Pause. And I'm talking about as in using a sawed-off shotgun and no, because you could either look down the scope or just do hip fire. Hip fire was always stupid because if you fucking bounce off the wall right, you get a headshot. Stupid. Amazing. Sniper, I hated getting hit with a sniper because I got fucked up. But Gears of War is still good, and I think they're about to drop a new Gears of War game. I think they're about to drop a Xbox PSP. Well, no, not PSP. It's the equivalent to the PS5, that portable one that you can carry around and play on. So I think it's Stadia. Yeah, Microsoft is tag teaming up with Stadia to make something. And it's like, okay, that's cool. Stadia didn't really do shit or anything at all. So I highly doubt this is going to move mountains. I could be wrong. But I highly doubt it. I seriously highly doubt it.
That's just prime.
Oh, before I move to the music, I got Expedition 33 and I beat it. This is probably one of my top 5 favorite RPG games, and it's probably the most depressing of my favorite turn-based RPGs I ever played. Like, bro, man. So, okay, for people who don't know, Expedition 33 is about you are in this world, and there's a big pillar tower in a far out island, and the lower the number on that totem, the people of that age die. So, like, if the thing hits 63, everybody who's 63 and above die. And so now the pillar's on 33. And it starts off with my man Gustav, who's dressed up to take his girlfriend, who's 34, and the thing's about to be 33, off and see her off before she dies. Now, me playing the game, I was like, oh shit. It's like some of this stuff I already knew about them dying at a certain age and them going out to fight monsters to fight the paintress, so they can stop the whole gomage. That's what they call it when they pass away, when they hit that number of age. And when you go through it, you grow a team of Gustav, Miley, Luna, and Seal. Now, in Act 1, it's a big ass Brady Bunch family you going through, finding out how to get to the painters, while also trying to figure out why is there an old bearded man who's above the age of 33 hunting us down and trying to kill us and trying to figure out how he survived. Now, you go through the game, you working niggas, Now the turn basing, great. Is even better in my hands using it than watching the game. The pairing system is good. I can see where the bullshit and jank come in, because some of these niggas just be like cocking back and waiting 5 seconds to swing or doing some stupid ass feral movement and they'll hit you. So the parry system I got used to. It's still kind of hard, pause, but it's really good. Now, going through the game, I'm like, okay, it's a depressing field trip with your friends trying to save the world. Now, when you get, because there's 3 acts, when you get to end of Act 1, you meet close to the end of Act 1, you meet this man called Esquire. And also this game's super French and British. Like, when I mean super French, it's like the Frenchest thing ever. Like, they literally say mon ami, literally, they're literally French. Even the names are French. So when you get your man Esquire and you get a stone so you guys can swim in the ocean, because right now he can just walk on land, and he's basically like your Jake from Adventure Time. And if you don't know anything about Drake was a guy who could transform and just become like a vehicle or shit like that. Esquire can't transform, but he'll uses his size to get you from point A to point B. And if you get the swimming, because that's where Act 1 ends at, where you get his swimming stone so he can swim in water. Because he could fly, but he can't fly with your heavy asses on him. So when you get it, you're like, oh shit, we're doing our due diligence. We're about to save the world. Let's do it. It's before you hit that motherfucking water, you get shot in the chest. My man Gustav gets shot in the chest by that nigga Renoir, or something like that. And it's like, bruh, because I knew Gustav died. I found that out, but I didn't know it was gonna be that early, and how he just got clapped like that. And watching him go out like a thug, like a G, was like sad because he died. But what's that nigga name? I'm gonna call him Renoir. When Renoir tells you, hey, you guys should have just left. Like, I told you guys to leave. Don't be looking for shit on this island. My favorite character of all times comes to save Mali, and his name is Verso. Verso is Gustav with super swag. Like, Gustav is swaggy. This nigga is just like so swaggy. And shout out to fucking Ben Starr for doing like 4 voices for like some huge ass games that came out. He did Expédition, Berserker Kuzan, Final Fantasy 16, and he's playing a character in the remake of Final Fantasy Tactics. So Ben Starr's been moving weight out here, like voice wise. And shout out to the nigga that plays fucking Daredevil. What's his name? Not the old Daredevil, new Daredevil. I think he played the voice of Gustav. What's my man's name? It's Cox something. Charlie Cox. Shout out to Charlie Cox for playing Gustav. And let me just shout out the whole voice acting team, because y'all killed it. And while I'm looking it up, I'll just keep on going. So when Renoir kills you and Verso kills Gustav and saves the team, when Renoir kills Gustav and Verso saves the team, you start Act 2 like with Verso on your team, but everybody's like sad because Gustav was like a really cool guy. Like, if you like, he was super fucking cool. Gustav was a real nigga, man. His intellect helped the expeditioners with their weapons and stuff, if I remember right. And it was like low key a dad to Melania or something like yeah, Melania, because her parents didn't want her, and his recent girlfriend before they split apart, she was the mother of the stepmother of Melania, but because Gustav and her couldn't have kids because of she was scared of them being orphans and getting what's that shit, Gomaged. I understand her being sad. But let's go over the characters. Gustav, voiced by Charlie Cox. Jennifer English is the voice actor of Melania. Christy Ryder is the voice actor of Loon. Shayla Nix is the voice actor for Seal. What the fuck? Andy Serkis, the Claw from Black Panther, he's Renor. That's crazy as fuck. Ben Starr. Ben Starr, look, I swear to God, I seen Ben Starr in some other shit. I'm about to look up what his list is. I swear I seen Ben Starr in like 50 fucking things. I swear to God I did. But yeah, I mean, there's other people in the game, but those are the main guys. So Verso starts on your team. And later in the act, Verso starts telling, I wouldn't say telling too much about himself, but he's looking at Marlene a little weird. Cause like, I forgot who was it. I think it was my man's told me, yeah, Verso just be, Joe told me, yeah, when I was playing as Verso just be looking at niggas with a side eye like he was evil. And I was like, it might just be your imagination getting to you. But when you get to the end of Act 2, you start realizing that Joe was right. So in the Act 2 the end of Act 2 changes the entire game for me. In the sense of like, it low-key brings back a theory I had about the real world, but I was a kid, so I didn't know I was a kid. But so you find out the world that they're in is a world that has been painted by Verso's family on the outside world. So everything that you're playing right now is just a painting and it's not real. The real world's outside the painting. And this is where it gets weirder. Melania, Verso, Renor, the paintress, and I think one more person are all family. So you find out that Verso in the outside world died from a fire created by the writers, which you find out that the painters are the people that created the painted world and the people in it. They're basically like Arceus from Pokemon. So Verso dies as a kid. Melania gets burned and her face is messed up because of the fire. Renor and his wife, struck him with grief, tried to fix the situation. Renor's wife creates Verso, the adult Verso that we see in the game, with her painter's powers because Verso's dead. Now, doing that hides the truth of the world from her and is killing her. And Renor was telling Verso, hey, you guys gotta stop doing what you're doing, because if you guys do it, you're gonna fuck it up for everybody. You're gonna kill you're gonna kill your sister, you're gonna kill me and kill your mom. But Verso wants to stop this because he's been living forever, and he's like, bro, I want all this to end. I seriously do. And you find out that Melania is a really OP powered person, because when you at the end of 2, when you beat the paintress, you find out if you get rid of the paintress of that world, everything else goes. Everything gets gomage, and the only person that was left was Melania, and Melania came back and brought everybody back to life. Verso, Loon, Sinel, And I think Monaco is fine because Monaco's not of. I think he's from the outside world, but he came in the world. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. But after seeing that, I was like, damn, bro, this is a depressing ass game. So none of this fucking matters. Like none of this shit that you're doing matters because you're not real in the first place. Well, Melania is real, but not anything. All her friends are not. Gustav's not. Gustav wasn't a real nigga. Gustav was a real fake nigga. A fake real nigga. Yeah, that works there. That's way better. So it's like, damn, man, what are we fighting for? Well, you have a new goal to fight for. You're trying to save the canvas because if you destroyed it, because Renault is trying to destroy the canvas, so all this shit can end and we don't have to deal with all this bullshit. But, and this is why I fucked up. I was on Melania's side because I was like, all right, man, let's leave this up. It can't be that bad. Let's let my friends live. But, and I messed up too. I should have went further in the friendship goals because there's like a friendship meter and you can max out to get their highest gradient attacks, and gradient attacks are like some OP moves that is like it's basically an OP super move. And on Melania's friendship, you saw her go from regular nice girl to a god because she can manipulate the paint as she's fit because she's a paintress. She got rid of Verso's sister, the burnt up one. And in my mind, I'm like, I know that she was going through stuff because she was burnt. Like, she can't talk. Like, she's really fucked up. And she's like super burnt. But in my mind, I'm like, she's doing like some godly ass shit. And like, not in like godly in the sense of like, you just off this nigga without talking to Verso. You ain't let him say goodbye. Even though Melania is your sister, which was kind of weird, but I understand what he's going for. Like, that's my sister. And I just lost her. And it just showed me that Melania is she's taking her godlyhood powers to the extreme. And even though she apologized, it just stuck to me like, and my end choice was kind of fucked up. Well, Act 3 is the end game, and it's a bunch of everybody telling us that, hey, we need to get some energy together so we can fight Renor. So you find out that every expeditioner from 00 to 33 is dead, but you can use the chroma from their bodies to summon and fight the monsters that Renor summons. So you go to Lumiere, fight all the monsters, and you beat them. In the boss battle, Renor summons the Axon, the monsters that you had to summon, that you had to beat to weaken the Patrus. And you see Verso's mom come in and help you out. So Renor, at the end of the fight, tries to destroy the world, but Melania comes in and stops it. Now, Verso goes off into the world that Melania was going to go to so she could keep the pain going. But you find out that Verso has another agenda. He wants to stop the painting of the world so everybody can be fine. Now, in the game, you see these lifeless, faceless monsters in the world. Those are the Paintress family. The one that upgrades you at the beginning of the game is Renor. The Paintress is Verso's mom. And the little boy with the blackened boy with the face, his face gone, that's baby Verso. So Verso, the baby Verso, has been painting this whole time while you were fighting. Now Verso wants to tell him to stop so he can live on and he can just die off. Melania wants him to keep painting so she can bring back all her friends and everybody be fine. Now in my mind, I'm on Melania's side because I'm like, bro, I just lost all my friends. I think we should have some freedom. Verso's like, man, look, Verso's been paying, mini Verso's been paying all this time. It's time for let him rest. I chose Melania's side. Now, in hindsight, that was probably the worst decision. Because before the end of Act 3, you saw how Verso's mom was becoming to look like a distorted painting in her face because she used too much of her power. And I was thinking, like, If she looked like this because she was holding the paint this long, what would happen to Melania? So if you beat the game on Melania, you get the ending of Gustav, his girlfriend, Loon, Celia and her husband that died, and all the little kids alongside Melania watching Verso play the piano. Now, Verso is an older gentleman because he grew old, and he's looking in the crowd. And he was looking in the crowd for like at least 5 minutes just looking at Melania. The scariest shit happened when you look at Melania, and the same thing that happened to her mom with the painted, distorted face she's getting. And Verso sees that. Bro, when I seen that shit, it scared me and my niece. Because I'm like, oh, fuck, I chose the wrong ending. And when I talked to my cousin, he said you picked the wrong ending. So I was like, fuck. So I don't know what Verso's ending is, but hopefully it's better than that ending. Because that was kind of fucking sad. But I think that's it for the video games. Let's get into the music.
I am the music.
So, for the music. The BET Awards were happened like a week and a half ago, or I would say a week ago. Yeah, a week and a half ago. And the only reason I'm bringing this up is because normally people are trashing the BET Awards. They're saying it wasn't good, nothing, no good performances. But this year it was nothing but praise. Tribute to Jamie Foxx at the beginning, because I think, well, yeah, this has been a year since Jamie Foxx suffered that incident, and I think it's about time we give Jamie a tribute. Not Drake. Jamie deserved it after all his work for Black culture. Jamie Foxx, he's been a comedian, a musician, an actor. I feel like it's more, but even with those three things, he's amazing. Can make amazing music, really good acting. Jamie Foxx, I still watch Jamie Foxx show to this day. Shit, Stealth. Shit, man, let me look at Jamie Foxx's catalog. Now, I feel like Jamie Foxx maybe got like a one blockbuster hit. Let's see.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Wait a minute. Jamie Foxx's name is not Jamie Foxx. Earl Marlon Bishop. Get the fuck out of here. What? Why are we still calling a nigga Jamie Foxx? That's new. Okay, Django, then I'll take it back. Django Unchained, that's a blockbuster hit. Ray's a blockbuster hit. That's stupid. I don't know why I forgot about that. Law Abiding Citizen was good. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 was good. He was in Living Color. That's good. Baby Driver was good. Dreamgirls was good. He's supposed to play Spawn, I think. The Clone Tyrone was good. The Soloist was good. Ali was good. Stealth was good. Players Code was good. He was in Top Gun. The second one. Breaking All the Rules was good. Oh yeah, you see, I take it back. I was wrong. I was hella wrong. Those are really good movies. Even if you don't classify Breaking All the Rules or Stealth, well, I think Stealth was, if I remember right, Stealth was, yeah, Stealth was up there. Probably Breaking All the Rules and Held Up and all those wasn't held into like blockbuster hits, but In Living Color, Jamie Foxx show, and all his really good hit movies were definitely make Jamie Foxx's career. Shit, that's just acting. His music and comedy was really good. Shit, I forgot he was at the Apollo. And even when he was just like saying funny stuff while singing, it was still like, oh shit, this nigga can sing even being funny. So Jamie Foxx is definitely deserving of that tribute. Now, Kevin Hart hosted it, which thank God Kevin Hart came with the funnies. Even though he always does, for some weird reason, people say Kevin Hart's not funny. I challenge that because okay, his movies not so much. When you just give him a mic and just say funny jokes, it's over. Cause he said freaking Kurt Franklin was dick popping for Jesus. Stupid funny. Stupid funny. Him trying to be chocolate, trying to do the Usher thing and pass out cherries to women, and him meeting up with Pam and Gina from the Martin Show, and him getting on his nerves. So that's hilarious. Even Jamie Foxx was funny when he did that joke on they just said that nigga name. Blind, could play a piano. Stevie Wonder. He because Stevie Wonder was handing him the award, and Jamie Foxx was like, "How did he know I was right there?" And he just like closed his eyes and start walking with the award. His sister was like, "Nigga, why would you do that?" His daughter was fucking like, "Don't do that, Dad." But nigga, that shit was hilarious, like die hard funny. And alongside Kevin Hart, Kai and Ducee was there, which they're finding out the young youth likes those two, and they brought them on. Now, two things happen though. I think two things happen from that. Ducee and Kai running to Kendrick Lamar, and Ducee not looking not dapping Kendrick Lamar up. Kai Cenat running into Wale and not knowing who Wale is, and Wale taking offense to that, which that's always been the case. Wale's always never been, I guess, recognizable to the not to his fans, but to like the younger generation. Like, of course, my generation know who fucking Wale is. Like, Wale was big when I was in early high school, and I was in DC. He was playing Go-Go. I remember that Wale, and then Nike Boost Wale, and then the mixtape about nothing, and then the album about nothing, like all that. Like, I remember even him signing the MMG, which was crazy at the time. But I remember all that. Now, the people younger than me, like probably like 5 or 6 years under me, probably don't know that much about Wale. And if they do, Wale, I don't know. I don't hear a lot of people playing any. Well, I guess. Well, I'm trying to think. People play Chris Brown. I guess no, I'm wrong. People do play Wale because Wale do have, what was that song with him and Jeremiah? Yeah, whatever that song was. Yeah, that was, yeah. And there's been other Wale songs that have been out that he has put out in the recent years that's gotten a lot of buzz. But I feel like Wale shouldn't take that to the heart. Wale is a good R&B artist, so he shouldn't be so head set that a guy like 22, 23 don't know who he is.
This old nigga is old enough to be my dad.
Oh, and Playboy Cardi performed at the BET Awards, which I was strangely confused because I'm like, I think Cardi played Magnolia and Look at These Niggas at the BET Awards, but that was like when he first dropped Magnolia. Like, it's been at least 10 years. And for him to like perform was crazy. I honestly didn't expect him to be there at all. Well, I expect him to be there because Kevin Hart said Kanye West is outside, and if you let him in, he's gonna bite you like he did Playboy Cardi and turn Playboy Cardi, and you're gonna turn into a vampire like Playboy Cardi. And that shit was funny. I will admit that. So I don't think he's gonna be. I think Playboy Cardi is that big of a name now. Now, granted, for him to be on that stage tells you something. Because Playboy Cardi ain't like that popular because of that album and how rock it is, and how like it's not like your normal Playboy Cardi song. Like, even if you play, I guess, Whole Lot of Red and the Playboy Cardi first album, like those two, you could see him playing at the BET Awards, but not I Am Music. honestly. Well, no, because Rather Lies on the radio, which is still crazy. Bro, I haven't heard a Playboi Carti song on the radio until Magnolia, and that's it. I didn't even hear a whole lot of Red on the radio. That's crazy. Unless, well, I'm from North Carolina, so I probably wouldn't. What else is crazy? Kendrick Lamar had a standing ovation and played Not Like Us like 3 times in Toronto, which was crazy because it's like, damn, this nigga's. Hey man, at this point, man, just say fuck it. Just take this. It's over. Like everybody likes Not Like Us. You're just gonna have to take the L and run with it, Drake. Is at this point, it's just like whatever. Like it's whatever. Which is even crazy because I'm like, bro, I would have thought they would have treated Kendrick like they did Pusha T, which I'm gonna get into next, when they threw shit at him at his Toronto concert. But I guess because that was indoors and this is like outdoors, so this is not like even if somebody throws something, it's one per. It's like somebody throwing the cup in a big ass crowd, you can spot that nigga out. I don't think everybody's gonna buy those tickets just to throw shit. So, yeah, man, Not Like Us, and it gets even I think the governor of Canada, or whatever the higher political term that he was at the concert, which is crazy because, like, bro, not the white guy. I don't think it was the white guy from all those years ago. I think it's another guy because I think there was a couple years ago where somebody said somebody could come to Canada and it was like a white governor that was with Drake. But I think it's a different guy because he has like a turban on his head. And I'm not trying to be funny. He does have a turban. It's purple. Well, when I saw the picture of it, it was purple. So I'm not trying to be funny. And he was there. So, and I think Drake hit him up, was like, yo, you at the show? He was like, no, man, I was just there for SZA. But that's like crazy, bro, because then there's a video of him getting hyped to hearing Not Like Us, which, and this has nothing to do with the beef. Why would political figure be in the middle of like random people? Now, I don't think he has done any. Well, unless he did some crazy shit, I wouldn't have done it. Because if you is the asshole of mayor or governor of your city and you just doing fuck shit, definitely don't put me in the middle of regular people where they could stomp me out like a parallel, stomp me out badly. So yeah, that was kind of crazy. But moving right along, freaking Pusha T dissed Travis Scott over him hanging out with Drake and then hanging out with Pharrell when they made Meltdown, and then whenever Future and Metro was going to play that diss on Drake, he was like, yeah, man, go ahead and do it. Which I understand that point of view, but it's still fuck Pusha T. Like, it's whatever. Pusha T at this point is just trying to get buzz off the album with his brother promote his album, him and his brother's album. Which I hate that he's doing this because niggas wanted to hear Malice for like ever, but now we're just hearing you bitch about your problems with your brother. Like, bro, I would rather them do cocaine bars together as a family than you just being a whole ass nigga. Push. Like, what is you exposing saying, oh man, this nigga was crying about him losing his girl in the studio? Like, what does that do? Like, what is that gonna move me to do? Like, oh man, bro was crying because he lost his girl, man. That's bitch man. Like, nigga, what? Like, and even if it wasn't just that, it was just the fact that Pusha T's been acting like a gossiping ass bitch for the past couple of years. And it's like, all right, man, it's over. I understand you don't like Ye, neither. You diss Ye too. Neither of them niggas that you diss really gonna give a fuck. Because at the end of the day, they're just gonna go about their business and their fans are gonna do whatever. And niggas are just gonna live off what they got. Now, you can go off and live on your code, and that's fine. I'm not telling niggas not to change their ways and change their code. Don't change who you are because of the masses or even one person's voice. Be who you are, but don't be like Push. Don't be a whole ass nigga trying to diss niggas that probably ain't never even said your name in years. Like, I think the only person who even said your name was even Ye, and he was talking about, and Jay's off his rocker, so That's really like if he wasn't off his rock, he probably wouldn't talk about you. And I think he only mentioned me once. And that was years ago. So niggas don't really mention Push, and he just got it out of his chest. Which, if that was what was mad you eating at you for all these years, go right ahead, get your therapy out. But still, you a whole ass nigga. So I'm not gonna listen to the album, but here's hoping. Well, I'm not gonna say here's hoping it fails because that's nasty. But here's hoping niggas like it. I guess whatever. What else? Laser Dim album drops July 1st. Oh, fucking Kanye West went to the P. Diddy trial for like 10 minutes. And that was even weird too, because I'm like, why the hell? Like, bro, I don't understand. Now, granted, it might have been because he found out that his name got brought up in the testimony, because apparently a rap icon brought himself and his wife to the freak offs with P. Diddy, and there's only a handful of icons. And since people and some reliable sources coming from Mark Lamont Hill from the Joe Budden podcast said that it was Kanye West that was there with the freak offs. Now, granted, I don't know if he's going to get subpoenaed or he hasn't at all, because he walked right out. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. This whole pity trial is I want to say a shit show, but is it? Yeah, I'll say it's a shit show, because some audio came out of Cassie saying that I'm gonna kill you. You won't find where your body is. But I think they brought that up earlier. But this is the first time I was hearing the audio, so it was very damning. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. Thoughts and prayers to everybody involved. What else dropped? Oh, Sexy Red and Central C dropped a new song. I like Central C, and I'm starting to like Sexy Red music a lot more than I thought I would. Now, I'm not running to go play Sexy Red music, but I play it at a party or if I'm just chilling. But other than that, let's get into the last part of the pod, the anime, because all my favorite manga got axed or is on break. So let's get into the anime. So, Fire Force episode 12, the end of the first core, came out yesterday or 2 days ago. And with the end of core 1, we got Koro beating the kaiju, and surprisingly enough, beating them in a timely fashion, which pisses me off, because he says he wants to fight nothing but weak people. Even though he was ordered to kill the kaiju by his boss, it's still proven that like this nigga ain't nothing to mess with. And I think later he still proves that. But my favorite part of Fire Force didn't happen this season. It happens next season, and I was sad. But we still got the big revelation that Fire Force was real humans before the Cataclysm. And they did it in a weird, trippy, Uzumaki way, where it's like, if you just watch this episode, you would never believe what the fuck Fire Force is about. Now, the artistic style of what they used, great. And like I said, it's really creepy when you get to like the past, when Shinra and old girl fly to the past. Now, besides that, you also get Shinra coming back with his blonde hair and tied up. So in that's where they end at. Because after Shinra wakes up from coming back to the past, because he comes back and realizes 3 months has passed. And within the 3 months, he dyed his hair, got got tattoos, and I think beat on the nun chick. And you find out that it was Shinra's doppelganger that was doing it, not Shinra. And within these 3 months, a lot's changed, and the cataclysm has gotten worse. Now, I'm not going to spoil everything. Now, the only thing I would tell you is some of the best fights come out of this. Now, they cut a lot of stuff. I won't say a lot. They cut some stuff out in this season, which I hope they don't do next season, because they say it's only 13 episodes next season, which is crazy, because I think they need to do 24 just to add in like the extra flair shit, because all the doppelganger fights, Arthur, is it just the doppelganger fight? Yeah, the doppelganger fights, them trying to stop the cataclysm, and then Shira becoming God, and then making Soul Eater. So I don't know if you could do that in 13 episodes, my nigga. Like, I really am like scared, because I'm like, bro, you can't fuck Fire Force up, excluding you guys if you guys do Soul Eater remake, which you got to, because this makes Soul Eater. Fire Force makes Soul Eater, because you see Soul, and you see what's old girl's name, Maka. Yeah, you see Maka in the last episode of fucking Fire Force. Like, the very last episode, you're gonna see Maka, her dad, and her mom chilling, reading a book about Fire Force, which is crazy, because I don't think anybody by that time is gonna remember that before we had these blades, niggas had fire coming from the feet, or fire, or using fire in general, which is a crazy differentiating power system. Going from using fire to going and then using like people as weapons is a crazy like power dynamic change. But here's hoping is good, because there's a lot of tidbits in Fire Force that show Soul Eater, because Arthur gets Excalibur, becomes Excalibur from Soul Eater. Shinra makes death from Soul. Yes, Shinra makes Death from Soul Eater, and then Death the Kid gets made in honor of Shinra. So it's a whole lot of shit that's like popping up that will, if they take their time, will make good on the anime. Hopefully it does, because that comes out in January. Kissing no Yaiba, or is it? Yeah, or no, it's Yaiba the swordsman. I think it's on this last episode, and them niggas is putting boot to ass in animation. Like, every episode has been good animation wise, and the last episode I seen all the way through was when he had to fight the dude with who extended his sword. I forgot his name, but that fight was ridiculously good, and he mastered using his lightning sword at that time. But I saw clips and pieces of the newest episode, I believe, and it's Onimaru and Yaiba fighting with all their might. Boy, let me tell you something. If I think this is Wit Studios, if they're still doing One Piece the One Piece remake of the pre-time skip, boy, let me tell you something. Them niggas is going to make One Piece ridiculously good. Like One Piece right now is stupid. They're gonna make the pre-time skip look ridiculously like nothing you ever seen before. That's how good it would be. I'm putting my money on that, because Wit don't play. Wit don't play when it wants to make an anime. They don't play at all, at all. And this is a good segue into One Piece, because One Piece animation in the anime wise, I think is right before Kuma becomes a cyborg. The episode I'm talking about right now is where Kuma destroys the king and the castle, and then follows them and destroys the ship with the Marines. Let me tell you something. They gave Kuma animation that I never would have thought. They made Kuma look more of a threat than anything. Like, yes, pre-time skip, Kuma was a problem. But I feel like human Kuma before cyborg Kuma was way worse. Cause this nigga got like he speed blitz a Marine, like even though there's like three or four Marines, but I would never thought Kuma had feet like that. Kuma went like 50 feet, blew up that kingdom, blew up that part of the castle, and then met the king, and then destroyed his shit with his paw. I was like, fuck. And even the best scene in the episode was Kuma on a boat, a little bit bitch ass boat. 3 Marine ships flank him from each side with that. Oh, I think the brother of the king that he killed just sitting there just laughing at him. Kuma jumped off that dinghy, summoned a bear claw spirit bomb, destroyed all those fucking ships. Them ships are just planks by the time he got done. And that told me, Kuma, if you give Kuma his humanity, I bet you dollars of donuts Kuma's whooping everybody's ass. Pre-time skip Kuma as a human, oh man, the Straw Hats were dead. Ain't no true year time skip. Them niggas getting clapped immediately. And I want to know what Kuma's doing on the ship now, because Kuma's still there. But I don't know if I think he's still Robot Kuma. Well, he is full Robot Kuma, but I think he remembers Bonnie a little bit. Anime wise, like I said, man, like we're still going to be on it. I think we might have 4 more episodes of the backstory because Jenny died. So that means Bonnie's running around and she just found out she could become older. We still gotta get Kuma becoming a robot, Bonnie getting sick, and them actually 100% turn into a robot. And then after that, we get back to the fucking fight with Saturn, and I think like a little bit after that, we get all the Gorosei coming. So whenever all the Gorosei get on the battlefield, that's when the animation better be there, because that's like 5 giant kaiju in one area doing all crazy shit. So I give it like 10 to 15 episodes, and then we'll be right back at the present. So I don't think it might be 15. I think it might be 10. Now, for the piece of resistance.
And now, our feature presentation.
Ronin Warriors sequel has been announced. Now, Ronin Warriors ain't been a thing since the early 90s. Now we're getting a sequel, a remake sequel. I mean, you can't really call it a remake. It's really a sequel. But like, I think it's new characters. It's obviously a new squad because everybody is older. And it looks good. From what I saw of it, it's damn near the transformations are different, obviously. And the characters are different, obviously. But I don't know how the original Ronin Warriors ended. So I don't know who the villain will be. I don't know where we're going to go to. And I definitely don't know if these are the kids of the first generation of the Ronin Warriors. Now, in 2 weeks, when July starts, it's about to be a smorgasbord for anime. Sakamoto Days, Togen Aki, I can't pronounce it. It's the anime that starts with G and the dude got big ass gloves. I can't pronounce it. There's a bunch of isekais that come out in July. I think What's that one? Kaiju number 8 season 2 comes out, which is going to be sad because right around the time Kaiju number 8 comes out, the manga for Kaiju number 8 will end. So it'll be a grand send off to a grand hello for Kaiju number 8, which is going to be great. Windbreaker's ending it on season 2 with these 2 crazy characters. Now, mind you, I haven't seen all of season 2. The only thing I got that they were Yahweh characters. And if you don't know what Yahweh characters are, it's just like 2 gay guys. But like, I don't think they are. It's just they hang around, and people like to label that on Twitter like, oh man, these 2 like super flamboyant guys are hanging around. They must be Yahweh characters. And I don't think they are, but they look like it. Dang it, what was it? What am I hyped for July? Yeah, I'm just hyped for. Well, I'm hyped for a lot of stuff in all the animes in July. But Togenaki, I'm really hyped for because if I'm not mistaken, the first season ends where everybody uses their blood techniques for the first time. So that's really good because that leaves room for them to save up. Because I don't know where they at in Togenaki, because I haven't read it in a while, but I gotta keep up. I gotta catch up on it now. So here's hoping there's some really good stuff popping up in July. So we'll be on the lookout. But I want to say thank you guys for listening to the pod. Like I said, I'm back with new vigor. Pause, I think. So be on the lookout for more stuff coming up and new content. Thank you guys for listening. Peace.
ケツに食いついてるさあどうするどう攻める外側じゃ絶対逃げね